Centering is the time when we go from our busy lives and try to settle ourselves into our yoga class. So it's a really important time of class. Making that transition from busyness to stillness and going within. So take some slow, deep breaths. Inhale into your belly, your rib cage, upper chest. Nice slow exhale out through your nose. Full breath in. Nice slow exhale out. Feel your whole being settle, slow down, relax. We do our movement today. It's a kind of like an exercise, but it has meaning to it too. Meaning to and purpose, not just plain exercise, but we come here to rid ourselves of any stress in our bodies and minds too. Okay, so let's bring our hands out in front and we'll do our breathing exercise. As you inhale, lift, arch back. Exhale and round forward. Inhale, arch back. Expansive, and then exhale, come forward. Okay, good. And then when you bring your hands in front, clasp them, round your spine, arch backwards. This is Leslie was just doing this stuff.
What?
Yeah, it looked like it felt good. So arch back and spread the shoulder blades. At least that's what I thought you were doing. And then again, arch back, come up and lifting up towards the sky. Good. Do a couple more centering warm-ups. Bring your hands now behind your head, chin to your chest, stretch forward, exhale. And lift up, arch back. Good, and then lifting up, arch back, and elbows side to side. Okay, great. Release back to center, and have your palms come back. Your palms are facing up to receive your practice today. Having our practice be your time of going to reconnect with yourself. All right, let's do some neck stretches. Have one hand out, the other one reaching up and over. Pull the hand to the side, or head to the side. And then with a massage for your shoulder and your neck. So this morning in the yoga class, we were talking about the news and watching the news, and because I was saying how I am tired of it, and I am cutting back to like a half an hour a day or 15 minutes a day. And other people in the class were talking about different ways that they decided to cut back on the news, like reading a newspaper and only reading the articles you wanted to read. It's a quieter version of it too. So go ahead and massage that other neck, side of the neck. And the bigger thought behind it is discernment, being able to discern what is healthy and happy for you, and healing versus things, influences that are not talking about class today. Okay, so let's bring our feet out in front and have some space between your feet as you have the knees start to windshield wipe side to side, pressing your hips forward as you go. Okay, good. Let's have the knees drop over to one side and make a pinwheel shape with your legs. Come all the way behind you, back to a twist. You can have the back leg come back even further. Good, then come back and let's slide that hand underneath the arm and shoulder. The other one sweeps around, comes up onto your knees, or maybe even all the way up for half circle. Press your pelvis forward, arch back. Let's make big slow circles with the top arm. So one nice thing about yoga is that it calms you down so you can really discern for yourself in a positive way what is healthy for you in terms of diet, sleep, influential people in your life. Okay, good. And then hand stays up. Let's bring the back leg up in the air. And it brings you clarity so you can make a good discernment about what is helpful for you in your life. Okay, bring the foot in front of you down and then swing it high and tap down behind you. So this big arc of your leg. Good. And then lift in just straight out behind. Reach back, take hold of your ankle, kick back into side bow. Arch your chest back, take some breaths. And then pull your heel in and stretch your quad. Okay, good. Before we switch to the other side, have that leg come down and let's do a side plank. So you could be here with your knee on the ground, or if you want, you can try to stack your feet, your hands up, and breathe. Okay, very good. Have the knee come down and all the way back down to seated with your feet out in front. So we started a while back. Okay, maybe a few more knees going side to side to open up your hips. Okay, let the knees drop to the other direction you haven't done yet, and bring your elbows all the way around for up spiral twist. And the back leg can come back further. Okay, great. Let's come up. Have your hand underneath your shoulder. Come Come up part way, bring your hand up overhead. And lifting your leg, we touch the toe down on the front and arch around behind you. Bring the toe back behind, press your chest forward, arch, feel expansive, and the top arm makes those circles. And then the hand up, top or the back leg lifted. Bend your knee, take hold of your ankle, and kick back in the side bow. Pull your heel in for quadricep stretch. Great, and then releasing your leg down. Let's try a side plank. So you can be on your knee, no problem there. Or if you want to try, stack your feet, holding yourself and breathe. One long line. Take some breaths. Okay, very good. Lower yourself down. Let's sit in whatever way is comfortable for you. Let's take care of our wrist. Point your fingers down and massage your palm. And the other side. Okay, let's press the hands in and as you circle around. And then in the other direction, circle around. Okay, good. Let's do some more core strengthening. So come onto your elbows. Make fists with your hands and then feet behind you. In a low plank, ease your way forward and then ease your way back. And then pause in the middle and swivel just your hips side to side. Good, and then hold in the middle. And here's a strong maneuver for you to try. Bringing one elbow in the center, the other hand up, and then switch, and then revolve, going side to side. Okay, very good. Let's lower down onto your stomach and rest your head all the way down and take a little rest. Feel your belly on the ground. Breathe into that sensation. Breathe into the soft belly on the supportive earth. Yoga helps us to tune into what our body needs so we can be discriminating about different foods that are actually healthy for us. Okay, let's do a Sphinx pose. So come onto your elbows, push into the elbows and press up, tall crown. We'll relax the shoulders away from your ears and take some slow breaths. Nice stretch for your belly and also a nice passive back bend. All right, let's do some leg lifts. So pressing the left leg down into the ground, lift and lower just the right leg. Right leg pressing down, lift and lower just the left. Okay, good, right in the center. If you're gripping the ground with your fingers, pull your chest forward, shoulders back, and try to lift both legs. Excellent strengthening for your glutes, and this is SI joint balancing pose if you have any issues with the SI joint. Good, lower down. Let's take your right hand and pivot it inward to the left elbow and bend your left knee, reach back with your left hand, and let's do a quad stretch, pulling your heel in towards your hip. You can even lift your knee off the ground if you need more stretch. Okay, good. Switch sides. Rest on the left elbow, reach back with your right hand, and pull the heel in of your foot into the buttocks. Okay, very good. Release down. We're ready to do a bow pose. So take both hands back, take hold of your ankles, shoulders roll up, pulling back and down. Kick your feet back, knees lift, and take some slow breaths into bow. You could just be down with the knees on the ground still, or you could try lifting your knees up, whichever feels better. And try not to splay the knees out too far. Keep them pointed back and get more chest stretch. Good, lower down, rest your head to the side. And again, totally relax and melt. All right, very nice. Let's come up. Slide yourself into a child pose or a puppy stretch with your hands out in front, head down. And then ease your way up and let's go right into the pigeon pose. Slide your right knee forward, angle your front foot and left leg back. And down onto your elbows, and stretch that hip. And what might feel really good right now, because we just did a bunch of back bends, so twists are always good with back bends. So we could try to rotate to the right, resting on your left elbow or shoulder, and do a twist, pressing into your hands. Okay, good. Unwind back. Okay, here's a little challenge for anybody who want to take on a little bit of an extra stretch by pulling your heel in. Okay, good job. Let's come back through table, slide your left knee through, pivot the foot and lower down into a pigeon pose on this side. And sink. Have some gratitude for your body. Gratitude for this moment of your life, which will never be the same, will always be changing. So each moment is precious. Okay, let's add our twist. So we can turn to the side, rest on your right elbow or shoulder and press into your hand. And this, of course, these are optional, all these modifications. Everything's optional. Good. Ease out. And then the quad stretch, reaching back, pulling the heel in. Good. And then releasing that. Okay, let's take the leg back and we'll try an up dog. Let's do up dog variation first. So you bring your knees apart, toes touch, sink down, chest lifts. This is a little bit easier version. And then come up and let's do we can try the more challenging version. If you want to, you can do that other one we just did. Straighten both legs behind you, chest forward, and sink down. Make sure your legs have lots of power going through them. Knees are straight, arching back. Okay, knees can come down, shift, and let's come up to down dog. Stretch your calves, back side. Then walk your feet towards your hands. And let's hang out in a standing forward bend for a few breaths. Head down, hold on to your legs. You really hug your chest in. Sorry for the lawnmower. Guess it's still summer though. Okay, have a little bit of of distance between your feet, and bend your knees. Bring your hands up and come up into chair pose, squatting down. Pull your arms back, and then come up onto your heels. Heels down, lift your toes. Good. And then weight goes into your right leg. Let's take your left leg slowly back, look straight down. And back to chair. Weight goes into your left leg, look straight down for warrior three. And then come back to chair. Use your waist up to standing, arms at your sides, and then you can close your eyes and just be in the moment. Okay, let's have some space between your feet. So let's slide. Okay, so bend one knee and slide your weight to one side, and then try to stay low and slide to the other side. Good. And then let's come into the middle. Bend your knees, squat down, and dip one shoulder down. And then flip over the other shoulder. Going side to side. Okay, great. Squat down, touch the floor, and then sweep. Squat. Okay, good. Let's stand in 5-pointed star with your legs straight, arms out to the side. And think about giving the whole world a hug. And those people who have forgotten that you're all one. All right, very nice. Let's go right into a pose from here. Let's do a triangle pose. So the right foot goes out 90. Pick up the left heel and pivot it out. Front knee straight. Reach out over, and then rotate the arms as you look up at your top chin. Such a good stretch for the front leg, and then strengthening for your torso. Good. Press into your feet, come up. To the other side. Rotate your feet. Rotate out first, and then rotate the arms. Look up at your hand. Good. Press into that foot, come up. Let's walk your feet in. We'll keep the hands out and go into a tree pose. So bringing one foot up, you can let the arms down, help you if you need to. But I went to do the victory hand mudra where you make your thumbs up and then bring them up overhead. Stand in tree with a sense of like we can do whatever challenge is coming our way. It's a really challenging time of life, so boost yourself with some fresh oxygen, confidence. Okay, good. It's very empowering to have the thumbs out like that. And you can always have your toe on the ground if you need to, or balance, put your foot on a block for balance. You can do this too. So bringing your hands out, foot wherever it lands, except for you don't want to have it by your knee. Just either shin or inner thigh. And falling out is normal. Thumbs out, feeling strong and powerful. Victory pose. Great. Lower your arms down. Let's again stand in a wide stance. Have your hands again out in 5-pointed star. This time, let's bring the hand, your left hand down to your right foot, or right foot area, and right hand up towards the ceiling, and then hold that like you're freezing windmill pose. So many good spots, and your legs are getting stretched. Unwind, and hand by the other foot, look up at the sky. Good. Come up, and then let's walk your feet in, and wind your ankles around. Okay, so from the back side of our mat, let's do a couple steps for warrior pose. So warm up to it. Step in and then back. Other foot in front, step back. Okay, then right foot forward. Bend your front knee. Anchor down your back leg. Press the back leg down a lot. Bring your hands up overhead. Inhale. Lifting up your chest. Arching back. Great one for your ankles. So people have asked me if you can, sometimes they get surprised if they find out, let's bring your hands behind, interlace for yoga mudra. Let the back foot drop down and then head down. They get surprised if they find out that you've gotten an injury in yoga. Well, you can get injured in yoga. That is very possible. But the thing, I think the injuries happen less in yoga. Come out slowly because we're moving slowly, moving with mindfulness, whereas a lot of injuries that happen in other sports are, so knees are way up, are happening because of you're moving fast or without paying attention. So let's do the stepping in and out again. And then this time, step out with the leg that you haven't done yet. And then get your nice warrior stance. Your knees over your ankle, back foot pressing down, strong back leg, bring your hands up overhead, lifting, arching back. Okay, the hands sweep down, interlace behind, a little turn to the side, and then step down for the yoga mudra, humble warrior. Very nice. Ease your way back up. Release your hands, walk your feet back in, and then step back together. Okay. Again, a little massage for your wrists. Let's do an eagle pose. So bring your hands up, inhale. Exhale, right arm underneath and stretch your shoulders. You can make a circle around with your elbows. And then bend your knees, get low. You could leave one foot on the floor or try to pick up one foot and bring it around behind you. Sink down a little further for baby eagle. Good. Unwind, inhale. Exhale. Left underneath. And again, circling or moving the elbows in a way that feels really good for your shoulders. Sink. It goes into your right foot. We'll pick your left foot up, bring it around, and lower down. Good. Inhale, expand. And lower down arms. All right, good job. Okay, let's make our way down to seated. We'll do a head to knee pose. So bring your right leg out, left one tucked. Bring your hands up overhead. Inhale, and then reach out over the leg. Bring your nose towards your knee. Exhale is the relaxing part of the breath. Feel yourself letting go each time you exhale. And then with your left hand, you can stay holding on to the right leg. With your right hand, reach to the left knee and twist around. All right, ease your way out. Let's take the leg that's straight, bring it out at an angle, and side bend over this leg. Very nice, ease your way up. Let's bring the switch your leg position. Hands up. Stand out over, stretching your back and the back of your leg, nose towards your knee. And then on the exhale is your time to let go and relax. Trust that the next inhale will be there. Just that life is supporting you. And then the twist, knee, holding onto the knee, twist through. All right, very good. Unwind. Leg out to the side. Side bend over this leg, reaching over. Okay, great. Ease back. Let's bring the legs in and we'll do a hero pose. So with your feet out in front, kind of some space between. Take one hand and grab hold of your one ankle and then thread it through. And then the other hand reaches over for the other leg. And so we're trying to sit on both sitting bones and really stretch the outside of the hips. Okay, tall spine. And then slowly come into your stretch. This is some people don't feel a whole lot, but if you're like me, it's pretty intense. So take it easy. Really good stretch. Great. Ease your way up, and then we can. Well, if you know the fun way, if you've been with me before, you can go the fun way to the other side. I'm going to show you the easier way. Just sit back, bring your feet out again, and then bring the other leg down first and the other one on top. So both sitting bones anchoring down, and then start to carefully come forward and ease into your stretch, giving time for those lots of little parts of the ligaments and muscles in your legs to relax and let go. Very good. And come out and bring your legs out and shake them out. So that stretch really gets the IT band and the quad. So massage them. On both legs. Okay, so let's do soles of your feet together. Your thigh stretch. Press the knees out as you come forward. You can even walk yourself forward and stretch almost like you're doing a forward bend. The legs way out to the side. Okay, very good. Ease back. So, I'll show it from this side. Keep your feet together, hands behind. Lift your hips. And then the knees get to go side to side. Good. Lower your hips down. Let's keep the knees out to the side and lower down into a supine cobbler pose. Soles of your feet together, knees out. Arms can come overhead if you want, and just hang out in this lovely posture for your back. Very soothing. All right, arms can come down. Let's bring your feet on the floor, knees pointing up. Walk your shoulder blades in toward your spine. Push it to your feet. Lift your pelvis up as you inhale, and then exhale, lower it down. Try to make your spine super flexible, supple, waving it up and down, moving through each of the vertebrae, trying to work each out. One out. Okay, lift your pelvis up. Shoulder blades walk in more as you interlace your hands behind you. Press your pinkies down into bridge pose. And lift one leg up high and lower it down. Lift the other leg up high. Good, lower it down. Let's try the one variation where you have your soldier keep their knees out and keep lifting your hips up the bridge. Kind of a bizarre variation, but it's kind of fun to do. And then back to regular bridge. A couple more mindful breaths here. And hands slowly come apart. Shoulder blades walk apart. And the spine very slowly descends back down to the ground. You can hug your knees in, stretch your back. Okay. Interlace, release your legs, interlace your hands, bring them behind your head and pull your chin up to your chest and stretch the back of your neck. Little turn of your head to one side. And then over to the other side. Good, back to center, relax your head back down. And we can do half shoulder stand. If your neck is feeling upward today, the one variation is to use a block and just lift your pelvis up with the block like that. The other variation, or actual pose, is to press your hips up. Sit your hips in your hands. And then as you are ready, easing your way back down to the ground. Let's do a fish pose. Extend your legs out, come up onto your elbows. Lift your chest, shoulders back, and then slide back, throat open. Push into the elbows, spine to the floor, and release down. All right, one more posture, the knee down twist. So arms out in T. Let's bend your left knee, cross your right leg over like you're sitting cross-legged in a chair, and then have your knees drop over to the back. Unwind, cross your left over the right, and drop your knees over. Perfect time to practice your deep, slow breathing. perfect time to practice a sense of contentment and trust and peace. Great. Back to the middle, and you can extend your legs out and do whatever you need to get comfy for a relaxation time. Maybe put on an extra shirt or blanket over you. Something over your eyes is always really nice. And I'm going to read you a nice yoga quote. Okay, here's a nice quote about surrender. You can listen to as you're settling into your relaxation. I'm learning to live between effort and surrender. I do my best and hope for what I want, but I do not resist the direction of the wind. Through surrender, I move from outer turmoil to inner peace. By letting go of expectations and outcomes, I transform my painful experience to a positive, fruitful endeavor. When fear gets the best of me, I surrender to love. When I release my resistance to love's presence, I am able to receive what I need, what's trying to come into my life for my highest good. So enjoy how your body feels from our practice. This is the embodiment of surrender. Laying here with your palms up, belly soft, jaw relaxed. Surrendering and trusting that we are receiving exactly what we need. So beginning to come back to your body, into your breathing, making little circles with your wrists and ankles. When you're ready, you can roll over onto your side. Take a moment to soak in this good feeling. You make your way up to seated. Just closing your eyes and just tuning into yourself. It's a perfect time to tune into your own feelings, your intuitions and inner knowings. Your own personal discernment about what it is that you need to take better care of yourself, to show yourself self-love and self-respect. And then having the intention to follow through with that. So let's bring our hands together. And we need a lot more namaste in the world. We honor ourselves and we honor each other. And you can say namaste. Inhale. Namaste. Namaste.